This equation, y equals x squared plus 4x plus 3. First, let's write down the standard form of a parabola or a quadratic equation. That's just going to be y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, in an earlier video, I explained what a, b, and c do to a parabola, but that's in an earlier video. To check that out, just go to my channel. Okay, so in this video, we're just going to be graphing it. To first find out what the x-intercepts are, we're first going to need to convert the equation into factored form. So, converting y equals x squared plus 4x plus 3 in factored form will be y equals x plus 3 x plus 1. Now we can just solve for this. If we solve for it, we'll get the answer of x being -3, and the other x value is going to be -1. So, the x-intercepts are -3 and -1. Now let's graph that on our graph. Okay, this extends up to 15, this mark. Okay, so this will be -1, and this will be -3. Now all we have to do is find the y-intercept. Now, for the y-intercept, in an earlier video, I explained that that is just 3. But to understand how it's 3, all you have to do is plug it into the equation. If we plug that into the equation, we'll see y is equal to 0 squared plus 4 times 0 plus 3, and y will end up being 3. Y will be 3. So this will be our y-intercept. So now we can just graph that. So you can see that's graphed. Okay, now we need to find the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is it's really just halfway between the two intercepts, specifically the x-intercepts. So we can just average -3 and -1 out. So -3 plus -1, let me just write that in parentheses. So plus and minus would be minus, so that would be -4. And then the next step will be -4 divided by 2, which will be -2. So our axis of symmetry will run through -2. So let me just draw that out. Okay, now that we have that drawn out, all we have left to do is find the vertex. Actually, before finding the vertex, the axis of symmetry, if you know what symmetry is, it's basically the opposite of the other side. So, since we know that this is the y-intercept, we can now flip that over to this side, and that's going to be another point in our parabola. So now all we have to do is just find the vertex. And I have no idea how that came into symmetry. Okay, just forget about that line. Okay, to find out how we get the vertex of a parabola, we need to use a special formula, and that formula is negative b over 2a. So for negative b over 2a, all we have to do is just plug it into the equation. Let me just write this down. X is equal to negative 2. Okay, that's the axis of symmetry. This is vertex. Okay, now for vertex, as I said before, it's just negative b over 2a. So if we look and compare that to our original equation, y, so this is standard form, y equals x squared plus bx plus c. We can see that the variables are mostly the same. So let's write this down. Y equals x squared plus 4x plus 3. And now we just plug everything in. So negative 4 divided by 2a, which is just 1. So this is just 2. Okay, so now that's just negative 2. Now, as we can see, that is negative 2 because it goes down straight there. Okay. And that's how you graph a parabola. Thank you for watching.